12-hour extreme trips, the long-range private charters, has been absolutely slaying these fish. Captain Joe is running a ton of these 12-hour extreme trips through our red snapper season. Any of the public open boat trips Captain Joe is running Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Hey guys, Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina, watching Captain Joe and the boys offload some massive 12-hour extreme catch. We've got a limit of red snapper and some nice big old gag groupers. I mean, a big, huge catch, full cooler. Joe's going too fast over here. He's filling a cooler.
Sorry.
Nice red groupers. Look at that red snapper, nice. Big old gags. How many gags did you end up catching, Cap?
I think we got right around 10.
10 gags.
Got some mangoes too. The mangoes are biting too.
Big mangroves. Multiple fish boxes filled.
Yeah. Here's another one.
Oh, that must be the big gag. Get together, guys. I'm going away with the camera because I'm watching them.
The gags are on fire, dude.
Some big gags. Look at that one, man. That's a big one. That's going to cover up the whole barrel.
Yeah, they got red ones too.
Holy moly. Big old red groupers.
Show Jeannie that red grouper.
That's crazy. Big old pig red snapper
Oh,
too.
there's another one in here.
They just keep coming. You forgot how many big ones you got, huh?
Yeah, man.
Oh, count. I even took my shoes off.
Had to use your toes to count too.
Yeah, you know, time to get tough.
You got cooler full of red snapper, red grouper, gags. Captain Joe put a hurting on them on the flying hub too. Nice red groupers. Gonna be difficult carrying all these fish off.
Yeah, we're gonna need more barrels.
One barrel isn't enough.
Two isn't it?
2 isn't enough. I'm halfway counting here, boys. I've been up way too long.
The red grouper
Come on, Damon.
we got weren't huge, but
Wow.
a bunch of them.
Bunch of red grouper.
We got some pretty big red snappers. We threw dozens and dozens of big red snappers back later in the day.
Yeah, and once you filled your
Everybody
limit.
had their
Yeah, we
limit
had our
on.
limit at like 10 o'clock.
10 a.m.
Yeah, man. And,
Dang.
Whew, that's a good one.
That's a big one. He's curvy.
Yeah,
He was in that fish box heavy.
I bet we probably threw 10 or 12 back.
What's up, Damon?
Say hey, Day. Say go to Hubbard's Marina.
Look at that chunky job.
Where's your favorite place to
Where's your
fish,
favorite
buddy?
place? Say Hubbard's Marina. Say,
There's enough mango.
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That's a big old mangrove.
yeah.
Some big mangroves. There's more fish in there.
Oh, this is half the box.
Big grouper.
We're gonna need another barrel. You're right, Joe. What's up, Chris?
Chris got a big gag out there.
We saw that big gag. That was a big one. Some nice red snappers.
You want to touch a fish?
Keep going.
You want to touch one, dude?
You touch that thing?
Touch him. Don't touch the
Touch
spine.
them.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a red snapper right there. That's good eating fish.
He's like, I want one.
There he is. He's ready to get picked up.
Yeah.
Nice. Some more red groupers.
Yeah, they keep coming. This box is full of surprises.
More snapper. That's a big one on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes her down there in the pipe.
Holy moly.
There's a big one.
That's a fatty.
Yeah,
Hold that one up, Joe.
he has not missed a meal.
Here's me.
That's sow.
That's it.
That's it. That's all she
The
wrote.
first fish on the boat today.
First fish. Well, when you don't know what you're going to catch, you got to keep them, right? Nice trip, Captain Joe.
Thanks, man. It was awesome. Fishing's killer.
And Captain Joe and Captain Rich are basically tag teaming the Flying Hub 2 through red snapper season. And they've been seeing a bunch of these big gag groupers, some really nice red snapper, and pretty much consistently catching a boat limit of red snapper with some big gag grouper mixed in and the occasional big red grouper as well. I think the most notable trip so far is coming up here. Captain Joe was running the boat and they caught a 42.5 pound keeper gag grouper. Boat limit of red snapper and over 30 keeper grouper, including that 42.5 pound gag. Pretty crazy to say the least, the amount of big fish that they've been seeing on the Flying Hub 2. Look at that rusty. Dark rusty belly gag grouper. Now a rusty belly gag grouper, Josh, if you could kind of highlight the bottom of the fish there, zooming in for us as well. That is a rusty belly gag, and the reason they call it a rusty belly is almost that oil looking kind of, I guess you would say, stain on the bottom of the belly, and that is a rusty belly gag, and that's where it gets the nickname, is that black mark on the belly. You got a little over ambitious with the drawing, Josh. I like it. I like the effort, though.
Play by play.
The offense is attacking. But we've definitely been seeing some nice fish, and what I was saying about these rusty bellies is they get that term because of that dark coloration pattern on the bottom of their bellies. Gag grouper will actually start their lives as female, and then at a certain point will have the ability to change over to male if they need to. For example, there's a certain amount of females and only a small number of male gags, and or excuse me, they start their lives as male, they change to female, and then if they need to, they can change back to male or stay a male, depending on the ratio of breeding stock. So those big gags, the big, truly aggressive kind of apex gags are those big males, and the big males stay in an area, and that's their place. They're king of the crop, and they get that rusty belly coloration pattern from kind of hanging in one area. Whereas those females, they move around. The females are the fish that we get inside Tampa Bay. They move around and migrate every year, and they'll go inshore to get real fattened up and healthy for their long swim to their mating areas before they spawn, and then they'll move back, and they move around quite a bit, where the males stay put and don't move around too much. And these rusty belly gags, I was talking to a spear fisherman. There's that 42.5 pound gag. I was talking to a spear fisherman prior to one of those spear fishing tournaments, and they will actually pre-fish a spear fishing tournament by swimming down to certain rocks and ledges, and they'll find one of these big rusty bellies, and they're actually very well known for staying in an area for months at a time. So you could pre-fish for a spearfishing tournament by swimming around and finding one of those big rusties, and you know he's going to be in that general vicinity